So, of course, you can tell by the title. Man, I'm late, like I always am. I actually saw this news last night, to be honest with you. And what I mean by last night, I'm posting this officially on Friday, March the 8th, 2024. I actually saw this March the 6th, 2024. So it was actually the night before last. And I didn't believe it. But of course, after fact checking and seeing it on the official DBZ website, and also official sources, it turned out to be true. Akira Toriyama died at 68 years old. Man, that still hurts, just saying that he died. Um, it's a very surreal moment for me, and not just me. I know a lot of people in the world. A lot of us are affected by this. So let me go ahead and apologize for me stumbling my words right now, and me um, just messing up this whole video with me speaking right now. I made a post earlier today on all my other social media platforms, just stating that I wasn't gonna really say too much, but yeah, I gotta talk. I know that this affects so many people out there, not just me. And I'm not trying to be selfish because, to be honest with you, the people that really need our support right now are the friends and family, those truly loved and dear to Akira Toriyama right now. They really need all our positive vibes. They really need all our support. So let's please make sure that we're always lifting them up. And however you send your positive vibes out, please send those to all of his friends, all of his family members, all of his loved ones that he's left behind. With that being said, I'm a millennial, and no disrespect to people out there. I was born in the actual '80s, so when I grew up watching the show, it wasn't a cool thing to watch anything that was cartoonish, to say the least, because we didn't even know we were watching anime back then. I mean, I grew up watching Sailor Moon, and I grew up watching Beetlebots, and I grew up watching Yu Yu Hakusho. I grew up watching just shows that people were looking at like, what is this? Like, this is a cartoon, but it's not a cartoon because all the blood and violence and the gore and yeah, samurai piece of cats. I mean, I can keep going with some throwback animes. Big O. I grew up watching all that stuff as a kid, and this was even before Toonami was a thing. I'm watching this stuff early in the morning. Or believe it or not, the WB had it at one point. They had Dragon Ball Z early in the morning, before it became a big thing on Toonami, but which was Cartoon Network. But yeah, man, man, this is just a tough year. This is a tough year. As an older millennial, we're getting older. We've seen a lot of our heroes now pass away, and this is just rough. This is this is rough. I want to say so much more. I don't want to make this about me. I'm trying my best for y'all to see that this is about his legacy. This is about the things that he's accomplished. And he's accomplished so much. He brought so many people together. You wouldn't even be watching this video right now if it wasn't for his work. And again, his work goes way beyond Dragon Ball. I mean, he had another show, I'm sorry, manga that he made that was called Dr. Slump that I think made him a multimillionaire or a millionaire before he even touched Dragon Ball. Um, and of course, Dragon Ball just blew up. I mean, it's the granddaddy of all anime today. So many other creators today, and even over the past 20 years. Because again, I'm an older millennial. I was born in the '80s. The big three was the big boom that made anime cool for a lot of people, and made it acceptable in the Western world. But even those creators credit Akira Toriyama's work. They credit Dragon Ball. They credit Doctor Slump. They credit his other previous works. And even now, he was still working on Dragon Ball Super. Let's not get started on Dragon Ball GT. I mean, even though he didn't create level 4, even though it's really not level 4. It's like a mutation of the true legendary Super Saiyan. Anywho, that's a whole nother topic. GT was awesome in its own right. But yeah, it's man, man, a lot of us wouldn't be in the gym. A lot of us wouldn't be trying to achieve greatness in our own right. I just use the gym because it motivated me to want to work out more, motivated me one to take care of myself, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. Learn martial arts. A lot of great martial artists credit Akira Toriyama's work. If you're a fan of the UFC, there's a bunch of UFC legends that have gave credit to his work. That's just a lot. I'm talking way too much now. This has become a super long video. Um, I just want to say to everyone out there that no matter if you're a fan of whatever saga, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, whatever version you saw, Dragon Ball Kai, wherever you are in the world. I live in America, so back in the day we used to see it dubbed, and of course, as I got older, I know it was dubbed horribly. In a sense, took away from the show, but it made Goku out to be like Superman, because like in the Frieza saga, I mean, his iconic speech, "I am the light and the darkness." It's so many great moments came from seeing this this man be able to overcome all obstacles. And as a black man, a man of color living in America, to be able to see him honestly be referred to as a monkey, because that's what they refer to us as. And I don't care what nobody says, racism is still alive to this day. But to be able to see him overcome all that. Now, granted, I know that he looks white, he's the blonde hair, green eyes, Super Saiyan transformation. But again, I'm born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. Seeing somebody that I could relate to with that monkey tail, with that ability to overcome everything, it's just amazing, and it's brought me through a lot of dark times. And I just want to give a moment in silence. And now that that's done, I just want to say, no matter where you at, where you started, um, let's continue to give positive vibes to his loved ones, his friends, his family. Um, Akira Toriyama, I know that you're resting in peace right now. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for a life that you've lived to the fullest. They said you was a private guy, but you gave so much to the world. I feel like you have every right to be private. Again, I never met the man. I don't know the man personally, but with all he's given to the world, I feel like he had every right to be private. Um, so I just thank you. And as a community, let's continue to come together. Let's continue to support, like I said, his friends, his family members, his loved ones. Let's continue to support his work. Let's continue to support each other, because like I said earlier, I know we all are in a dark place right now still. And we just need to be there for each other, and just have each other's back. This is a wonderful time we're living in right now, because like I said, I grew up during a time where it wasn't cool to like anime. And it's I ain't gonna lie, I brings a smile to my face every time I see a little black boy, a little black girl, a person of any ethnicity, um, openly show their love for any work of anime, any work of manga, and not be ridiculed and be accepted. It's just an amazing time that we live in, and I just want to say thank you, Akira Toriyama, for giving us the platform for that way back in the day. And 40 years, man, 40 years. This is definitely a year that's going to hit differently. Um, but y'all be safe out there. Thank y'all so much. And Until we meet again.